All right, ladies and gents, welcome back for opening day here at Estes Field. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you Game 2 action. Jay Sean will be joining me here. In just a bit, but before we get to it, let's read off some starting lineups for you folks. First for CMU, batting first, playing center field, number 5, Bobby Nichols. Batting second, shortstop, number 6, Robbie Merced. Batting third and playing first, number 33, Jeremy Conforti. Batting fourth and playing right field is number 8, Alan West. DHing in the 5th spot, Tanner Sears. Batting sixth, and I think that is left field, that is Khalil Thrasher, number 13. Batting seventh and playing third, Joe Weatherford. And they're going to get things off started with a bang real quick here. Just a single. A long single out to left center field. And that was Blaine Bessie starting things off, so they've already got one on here. No outs. Got two different camera angles for you guys, so we'll try to be quick and as we go back and forth. Sebastian Escobar on the bump for CMU. He's getting the Game 2 start. As DJ Schmidt in the second. He's going to bunt. And I think that's going to roll foul, and it does. The official agrees, so we'll go again. Finishing up your CMU Eagle starters. Batting eighth, number 6, Caden Doan. He's catching. He's playing second base. Batting ninth, number 7, Logan Duty. And he is catching, and then Sebastian Escobar is your pitcher. Count is 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count moves to 0-2 now. So a close game in Game 1. CMU found themselves trailing 5-3 there in the bottom of the 7th. Had the bases loaded and got one runner across. Wasn't able to get that final run across, though, however. And that's going to be high and outside for ball 1. And the count is 1-2 now. DJ Schmidt still batting. Here's this pitch. Thought I got the corner there, but just a little bit too low, I guess, and it's 2-2. And should be one out on the scoreboard. Forgive me, guys. Pulling a little double duty here. Escobar with a pitch. And fouled back. I think that was off the catcher. So foul ball, nothing doing. Schmidt, a graduate outfielder out of O'Fallon, Missouri. And that ball out on the left side of the field. Nothing doing. That's going to be another foul ball. So I think this is the 7th or 8th pitch. So Mobap doing a good job to make Escobar work here in those first few innings. Here's the pitch. High and outside, 3-2. Full count. Swing and a miss. And that's the second out of the inning for Central. Alex Adonis, that's going to be, I think, foul on the left side. Nope. That's going to be fair, and he's going to hustle all the way down to second. We're going to have a 2-out double from Alex Adonis.
Hey, Rachel, how's it going?
Jay Sean, welcome back. Appreciate you having you on.
I appreciate you having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on game one? Just kind of overall vibe. We were down. Looked like we were going to struggle pitching wise, and kind of came back and got it going a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Pitching was most definitely the main issue there in the first game, but we we brought the intensity and the drive to make a somewhat comeback. We tried to
Mm-hmm.
make a comeback.
Yep.
We needed that last run at the end and last hit to in order to give us that run. So
Yep.
we tried, but we unfortunately didn't get it, like you say.
Yeah, and
Win some,
Mobap
lose some.
Mobap's a good team, 11-0 right now. And as that ball's fouled back,
Wow,
1-1,
undefeated, huh?
undefeated. It's hard to do in an AI baseball. I think at some point they'll drop a few games somewhere, but
Oh yeah.
yeah. And same thing with CMU. They're 5-6 right now, but they're dealing with some injuries, and so it's never fun. You always want your best guys out there, and it's
Right, which is understandable.
yeah. So, but alas, you've got to keep going. It's next man up.
Yeah. Like I say, next man up. You got to
Yep.
make the best opportunity. You got to make
Yep.
the best out of your opportunity whenever you get the opportunity.
For sure. Here's the pitch. A little bit high and outside for ball two.
Ball two, 2 outs.
2-1, 2 outs. We'll see if CMU can escape. Let me get my base runner on there for you guys so you can see. Here's the pitch. And fouled back again. So 2-2 count. It is even.
It's pretty cold out here today, Rachel.
Yeah, it's
Chilly.
it's chilly, but the good thing is we have a turf field, so we can get as many games in as we can, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Escobar with a pitch.
Ooh,
Inside, almost hit in there, and count's gonna move to 3-2. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, you can see it on your screen there. Brand new turf field, courtesy of Mammoth Construction and those folks, and a donation by some very, very big people on campus that we appreciate their support. And that's going to be a swing and a miss
three. He's out.
for Escobar. So we're going to head to the bottom of the first. We'll talk a little bit more about that turf field when we come back. But in the meantime, this is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications. We head to the bottom. Eagle Bats coming up next. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, welcome back, everyone. As we head into the bottom half of the first inning here in Game 2, Bobby Nichols is going to lead things off for Central. Bobby is a junior outfielder. Trying to find his height here. 5'11" from Detroit, Michigan. If he gets on base, he is quite quick on the base paths, and we'll talk about him a little bit more later. Here's the pitch. And I think that was fouled back, and it was. So count's going to go to 0-1. Bill Heil with the pitch. A little bit outside. Count moves to 1-1. Heil takes a breath. Here's the pitch. Fouled back against the screen. So going back to this turf field, though, so many baseball alumni will say it was an absolute battle to try to get to play games on here in February and March because it was just impossible with the rain and the snow. But, you know, with this turf field, we're able to play a lot more home games, and that's going to be high for our ball, so our count's going to be 2-2.
Ball 2.
And I think this was all designed by Coach Breland for the most part, so he did a good job. New outfield fence, they moved it in a little bit, so the foul poles aren't in play. Or just some of those poles in the outfield that players may have to watch out for, especially in the outfield. That ball is low and inside. The count is 3-2. So that was a summer project that happened here this past June and July, and we got it just up and running in time for reserve fall baseball. So that was a treat. So full count here, no outs. Heil with the pitch to Nichols. And
just a beautiful turf field.
Yeah. It's going to get a lot of use, a lot of good use, and you know, Fayette High School also will play their home games here, so it's going to get a lot of use, and especially in the summertime, we'll have plenty of camps and clinics. As Heil with the 3-2 delivery, and rung him up, caught him looking. Nichols with the strikeout, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. And up next, senior infielder, number 2, Robbie Merced. He is a righty out of Springfield, Missouri. Many of you guys probably know his dad, Roberto Merced. He was a Major League ball player for a number of years, and he has done well to follow in his dad's footsteps. He's an NAL American, all-conference selection, Conference Player of the Year. That ball...
and he's the record holder here for most home runs, too. Huh?
He is. He's got the single-season home run record. That didn't last too long. Sergio Macias and Logan Herring, for you guys that remember, count is 2-0 now. They held that record, setting that back in 2021. Heil with the pitch, and that's also low, so 3-0. So Heil's in a little bit of trouble here. He hadn't found the strike zone yet on Merced. And maybe he's just saying, I'd rather walk this guy than risk him hitting a bomb on me, and that's what Merced is known for. 3-0 pitch.
Yep, and that's exactly what he does.
Outside, and Merced is going to go walking. Yep. And guys, apologies as I'm still getting to know our players. This is our first home series with them, so as we go along, if I take a little bit of a pause to make sure I've got the right person. Just want to make sure that I've got everyone's names right. So bear with me as we go along. Up next, batting third, is number 33, Jeremy Conforti. He's a sophomore infielder out of Villa Park, Illinois. Here's the pitch. Held his swing. The umps agree.
Make it ball 1.
Ball 1. See if they put it up on the scoreboard out in the outfield. I don't think they did, but they will. So 1-0 the count. Heil with the pitch. That looked good, and it did. Official agrees, and it's 1-1 the count. But no, Sergio Macias and Logan Herring, they held that home run record in 2021. They both tied for the all-time record. If not, I'm sure they'll message me and say that. No, that's not correct. But it actually didn't last too long because Merced came right in and broke it just a couple years later. And Jay Sean, I don't know. I think you were here for that 2021 team that for CMU Eagles baseball. They went all the way to the World Series.
Yep.
I don't know if that was
runner-up, right?
They were national runner-up. Yep. And
it's very impressive.
Yeah, conference champions, conference tournament champions, opening round champions, and they only take they only take 10 teams to the final site, and I think baseball is one of the hardest sports to get into the final site just because there's so many teams, and you've really got to be well rounded on every aspect.
Yeah, and that speaks volume coming from, Central Methodist University.
It does.
Yeah.
Same thing for Coach Breland. He goes out, and so does Coach Ehlers, and they recruit and they find these guys, and they've done well. That's going to be outside for a ball. I think our count's 3-1 now.
Yes, it is. 3-1. We won out.
So, but a little bit rough start to this year. But again, I think we're dealing with some setbacks, some injuries. So hopefully everyone can get back and healthy. We can get going into conference play. 3-1. It's going to be fouled back on the right side of your screen. And count is going to move full to 3-2.
Thank God for that net.
I know you. Yeah. I don't know when they decided to put nets up at whatever point in baseball, but I'm glad they did because I'm sure the first incident of someone getting struck by a foul ball with one coming straight back at you was probably didn't feel too good. So.
Yeah, I would agree.
So.
Probably make you think twice about playing baseball.
It would, yeah. Heil with the pitch. Conforti off the third baseman's glove, and I think that's going to be a hard enough hit for a that'll go as a single, and there's 2 on with 1 out. And up to bat. You saw him in the first game. He was pitching, and he was batting. He was pulling double tootie. Senior righty out of, let me see if I can find him, Louisville, Texas, number 8, Alan West. He's a transfer from Lyon College down in Arkansas. He's going to play his final year with CMU. He's got a chance to drive in a couple runners here with only 1 out, so we'll see what he can do. Coach Breland said he's a home run machine, so the ball is just a little bit outside.
He's got the build for it, too.
He does. He's a big guy. Let me see if I can look at his, see if I can find him. 6'4". So, and that's also intimidating at the plate. When you're the pitcher and you got to pitch to someone that height, that can be a little intimidating. So.
Oh yeah.
1-0 the count. One out with 2 runners on. Merced second.
Wow.
And Conforti's going to flip one, and he's going to get it down. So the bases are going to be loaded with 1 out, and that is going to bring designated hitter number 21, Tanner Sears. So Tanner, he is a sophomore catcher out of Higginsville, Missouri, 6 foot, bats and throws right, and he's got an opportunity to really put an imprint on this game early on, and it's something that CMU needs. They need runs, they need them early, they need to give their pitching staff a little bit of help.
Indeed, they do.
Right down the middle, and that's going to be a strike for Heil.
Your count 0-1.
0-1 the count. 2 hits for Central, just 1 hit for Mobat, but we're only in the first inning, so I'm sure that'll go up. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get drilled to left field.
Beautiful.
And that's going to be down for, we'll see if he gets it. That's going to be one base, 2 bases, so that's a 2 RBI double for Tanner Sears. And Central's going to take a 2-0 lead, and I think that bounced off the wall. And
yeah, it kind of did.
Not much that, I think that was Bessie out and left. Not much he can do out there if it just bounces off the wall, but so.
It was beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. 2 on, runners at second and third. And I believe this is Khalil Thrasher. It is. He's a senior outfielder out of Eudora, Kansas. And that ball is just going to get past the shortstop, and that's going to be 1 run. And we'll see if Khalil tries to go to second and see if they were going to throw out the runner at home. Nothing doing. You got runners at the corners. Scores 3-0 now.
What a great start by the Eagles.
Yep. And see if I can. Coach Eddie Ushold is going to take a break. We're going to pause as we're going to have a discussion here at the mound. We'll be right back. See me with a quick 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Stringing together 3 or 4 hits and really doing well. We'll be right back. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we're back. Joe Weatherford with runners in the corners. 1 out. He's got an opportunity to add a few more runners, or a few more runs. That first pitch, I believe, was a ball, so 1-0. And
It was.
say, Bill Heil is struggling just a little bit. Tough first inning, but here's the second pitch, and that's just a little bit outside, but they're going to go ahead and give that a strike, so 1-1 the count. So Weatherford, he's a junior switch hitter, so he can go either left or right. 6'4" out of Flower Mound, Texas. He's a utility player, which just means he can kind of go any spot that you need him, and that's good for teams. And Weatherford's going to hit one, and I think that's going to be a little bloop single out to left field, and it just gets in front of
another run.
Essie, and that's going to be another run. It's 4-0 CMU.
Phenomenal by CMU there.
Not doing bad at all. And number 6, Caden Doan. He's batting in the 8th spot. He's our second baseman today. Caden, a sophomore infielder out of Frisco, Texas. Bats right, throws left. 5'9". And Heil's having some kind of discussion. I don't know if it's something with that ball. Regardless, we're about ready to play.
Yeah.
Yep. Runners on first and second. Sorry, guys. I had my GA walked in front of our window here and almost ate it, so I wanted to make sure that didn't happen. First pitch, high and inside, 1-0.
I almost got hit there.
Yeah, he did. And
Good thing he
I
didn't.
think when it's probably a little bit colder, I don't know if you are as inclined to want to get hit by a baseball. I don't think you ever want to, but
no.
Yeah,
I think it would hurt 100 times more.
it probably would.
Especially being in the cold weather.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch. Low and outside. It's going to be 2-0 now. And
Good patience and control.
If you guys are around tonight, make sure you stop by Puckett Fieldhouse. We got Hart women's basketball semifinal action. CMU versus Culver Stockton in a 1-5 matchup. Here's the pitch. And I think that's going to be a strike, and it is.
It is.
Count is 2-1 now, and Heil's starting to battle back a little bit. He needs a double play of some sort if he wants to get out of this inning, or else CMU's going to keep adding. But good job by the top half of Central's order to hop in and make some noise there in the early innings. Heil, grounder over to second, and I think they just got that. So that's going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice, and Weatherford is going to be out at second, but Doan will be at first. And I forget who we had at third. Apologies, guys. But regardless, we got runners at the corners, 2 outs. As number 7, Logan Duty. He is the 9th and final batter of the lineup. He is the catcher in today's game, so you'll see him behind the dish a lot.
2 outs for the Eagles.
2 outs. Yes, sir. Let's see if you can add a few more. Heil with the pitch.
Pretty
Right
wide.
on the line there. And it's 0-1.
From my angle, I thought it was pretty wide. I thought it was going to be called as a ball, but
Yeah,
unfortunately
I would say the fans at home have a real good angle to see where that pitching frame is.
Oh, yeah.
I forget exactly what it's called, but it'll come to me and I'll spurt it out here in a little bit. Heil, that one's outside, and that's going to be a ball, so our count moves to 1-1.
Would you say maybe the mound view?
Mound view, but I'm trying to think of what the I guess it's the strike zone for
Okay.
pitchers.
Yeah,
That's
strike zone.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's what I was trying to think of. I knew it would eventually come to me.
A little brain fart there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
1-1. Doan is running. And that's going to be a double steal for CMU.
There we go.
And good job. That is Khalil Thrasher scampering home from third. So good. I don't know whose idea it was. If it was Breland's, if it was Ayler's, if it was Schwelly's down there. Jordan Schwellenbach. Good idea, though. And it worked out, and CMU's got a 5-0 lead.
What a huge lead so far.
Yep. 2-1 the count. And again, I said it early on. You want to get your offense going and get them some runs. That way your pitching staff can kind of relax and take it a little bit easier, because It's easy to get tense in a tight ball game, but when you're leading, it helps relax you a little bit. And
Yeah.
that's going to be a single to right field, and we're going to see if
Oh, an error.
And that's going to be an error. So a single to right, an error by the right fielder, and Doan is going to come all the way. I believe he was at second. He scampers all the way home from second base, and CMU 6-0 lead over Missouri Baptist. And this game's really, really open. We'll have a pinch runner. That's going to be number 1, Terry Tolliver Jr. He's a junior outfielder out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so down south.
Southern boy.
He is a Southern boy.
That's my guy.
So runner still on second. That's Tolliver. And Bobby Nichols is coming back up. So we have batted around in this inning. We'll see what Nichols can do. And he's going to send a high fly ball out to center field, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder DJ Schmidt. And Heil finally gets out of the inning, but not after having some damage done. 6 runs put up by CMU's offense. They've got a 6-0 lead here heading into the top of the second. We'll be right back. Mobap coming up to bat here in the top of the second. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, guys, we're back. CMU with a 6-0 lead. They added 6 runs here in the bottom of the first, and that's going to be a ball. 1-0 is the count. Escobar with the pitch, and it's going to be right down the middle for a strike, so count is 1-1.
Yes, ma'am, indeed. 1-1.
Escobar, here's the pitch. Dribbler over to first, and he's just going to flip over to Escobar for the 3-1 ground out.
First outs.
First out. Good defense there by Conforti. Again, guys, I'm still learning all the new players' names, so forgive me if I'm a little slow. Just want to make sure I get it right. If I don't, then I can correct myself. For Missouri Valley, Noah Hamphill. Playing third today. Here's the pitch from Escobar. And that's going to be a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
See if I can pull up some stats for you guys. My phone is about dead and my iPad is in use, so the problems that we run into. I think that was fouled back and hit the pole, so that's going to be a foul ball. And then our count is 0-2. Sebastian Escobar in control here in the early innings. I don't want to jinx him, though, so I'll keep my talking about that to a minimum. High.
1-2.
First ball, and the count moves to 1-2. Escobar with the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Strikeouts.
So ground out. So 3-1 ground out. Escobar was involved in that, and then a swing and a miss strikeout. Escobar was also involved in that, so that's going to be 2 quick outs, and we'll see if they can retire him in order here. But standing in his way is number 25, Joe Schmidt. He is catching for Missouri Baptist today. Here's the first pitch. Strike.
He is playing no games.
He's not. He's getting right to it. And again, here's the second. That's going to be over to Merced at second. He's going to go right over to Conforti. That's going to be a 6-3 ground out. And
Lovely.
good job by Escobar. He just retires a side in order and says thank you very much. So we're going to head to the bottom half of the second. CMU, 6-0 lead over Missouri Baptist. This is CMU Eagles baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we're back.
We're back in action.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second.
CMU had 6 runs in the first go-around. They batted around. Got 6 runs on 6 hits. Merced, our All-American, is going to see if he can start things off. He's the leadoff for this inning. And Heil with the pitch. And that's going to be hit between second and short and third there in the left field. So that's going to be a single for Merced. Okay. All right, we're back. And Conforti, he had a nice couple of defensive plays there in the second. And you can see if he can keep the hits going for CMU. And attempted pick-off attempt by Heil there, and Merced easily strolls back. He adjusts the gloves, puts them in his back pocket, and he's ready to go. Conforti. I think the count is... Oh, yeah, that's the first pitch of the inning. So 1-0 is the count. There we go. But yeah, if you guys are around tonight, CMU women's basketball in the Hart semifinals, they're going to take on Culver Stockton at 7 o'clock in Puckett. First 250 students are free of charge, courtesy of CMU Athletics. So we appreciate CMU Athletics. That's going to be outside for a ball. Count moves to 2-0.
That should be a great game.
Yeah, Culver was one of those teams. They gave us trouble when they came down here. Yeah. I forget exactly what month it was in, but we were, I don't know if we were trailing, but it was rough in that first half, and then they settled in and kind of got things going. Yeah. And swing and a miss. Good pitch by Heil on Conforti, and the count's going to be 2-1. But that'll be fun tonight. And if CMU keeps it rolling, I think the conference tournament championship is on the horizon, and then same thing with the national championship. But you got to get through your conference, got to get through opening round. Yeah. You got to get to the final site. There's a lot of work left to do, so we'll see. But they're moving and they're grooving. Yep. Heil with a pitch to Conforti. That's going to be just down the left field line. Nice. And Merced is booking it on to third, and Coach Breland's going to say stop right there. And Conforti's going to have a double. Runners at second and third with no outs.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's not bad. And again, one of the guys that you want to have up at the plate, number 8, Alan West. He's a transfer out of Lyon College. He is going to play his final year with CMU, and I think we're going to have a pitching change. We'll see. I think Heil's day is done, and we'll see who they bring in here. See if I can get a number for you guys. I'll let you know. He's got quite a beard, though, so 10 out of 10 for his beard. It's always a a thing that's discussed in baseball.
What do you say, 10 out of 10?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Go ahead and flip to that other camera, Jay Sean. We'll see if I can get a number on him.
Okay. 42.
42. Let's see if I can find that.
Jackie Robinson number.
There you go. Chris Brown, he's a right-handed pitcher, 6'2", out of Chicago, Illinois. He's a graduate student. So, Chris, shout out to you. Shout out to the beard. 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
Nice beard, fella.
Yep. So, he's going to come in relief. Heil only got through one complete inning. And then Coach said, we got to make a change here. And with runners in second and third, that's probably a wise decision.
Chris got an arm on himself. He's got an arm. He does.
We'll see. He's warming up, though, so we'll see what it looks like when he's facing some batters.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he looks like he's got some good pitches out there. I was always jealous of folks that could throw a ball really hard. I could do it. I could throw it. I was accurate with it, but most of the times it was really slow, and so it was usually a home run ball a lot of the times. But it is what it is, and I'm not bothered by it. So.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Some sports are meant for certain people.
Yeah, that's true. Brown will get a couple more warm-up pitches here. And Allen West. So the story with Allen, there's a couple other Lyon College players on CMU's roster. Lyon College actually went from NAI to Division III after last year. And so those guys elected to transfer and come somewhere else and remain in the NAI, so we appreciate them, and we're glad that they came here to CMU because there's quite a few good players there at Lyon. Brown with the first pitch. That's going to be over to the shortstop. We'll see if he can get it over in time. He cannot. And that's going to be an infield single for West, and that's going to score another run, I believe.
Bobby Merced.
I think, right? It did score another run? Yes.
Yes, ma'am, it did.
Robbie Merced. Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Yes. So Tanner Sears coming up to the plate.
Make the score 7-0. 7-0.
9 hits in just one complete inning. I mean, there's no outs in this inning, so that's going to be a strike, though. Brown head early in the count. Our scoreboard operator out on the outfield. There we go. Takes him a second to get it up there.
Yeah, they had a little delay there.
A little delay. That's all right, though. We still love him. Nothing wrong with that. Brown looks back the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, and good job by Sears to say no thank you to that one. Count's going to move even to 1-1. Brown double checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high. Counts 2-1 now.
That was very high.
That was high. I would agree. Official agrees as well, so we'll keep on going. Bottom of the second, runners on first and second, no out. Tanner Sears at the plate. 2-1 count. Again, high. Count moves to 3-1. So one more pitch that's not in the strike zone here, and we'll have a bases loaded scenario. And you have to imagine that Coach Breland would love that. And that would bring Khalil Thrasher back around to the plate.
Another hard hitter.
Yep. Pitch. Again, high and inside, so Sears is going to trot on down to first base, and everyone's going to move up the bag. And we've got bases loaded, no outs.
It's perfect.
With Khalil Thrasher coming to the plate. And if anyone's asking, no, there's not a run rule in baseball. We will play all 7 innings, regardless of the score. Unless there's a new rule that I was not aware of. But I think that is still the case. Softball is different. 8 after 5, call it. It's going to be a ball, and Brown really, really struggling with command here.
A little slow start for him.
Yeah, he came into a tough situation with runners already on, and
Yeah. It's one of those situations where you gotta just deal with it.
Yep.
Try to make the best out of it.
Thrasher, I think he held up on that swing. He did. So count's going to be 2-0 now. Everyone listening at home, we appreciate you guys tuning in for games 1 and 2. These are the opening 2 games of, I guess, ever on the new turf here for varsity baseball. So
We're making history.
Making history. We'll have to save some stuff as that was going to be another ball. So 3-0 the count. I would say we could go pick up some dirt, but that's all turf down there, and they probably want the turf to stay put. Yeah. So we'll leave it there. And it's brand new, so we don't want to mess
If anything, we can put our initials on this.
We could. Don't tell Breland, but I might do that.
Hopefully he doesn't go back and listen to this.
Yes. We'll see if he does. If not, he'll let me know. If he does, he'll let me know. That's the first strike. Thrasher's still ahead. 3-1 the count. Bases loaded. 7-0. Central scored 6 runs on 6 hits in the first. They've got 1 run on 3 hits here in the second. Here's the pitch. Thrasher swing and a miss, and that's going to be a full count at 3-2.
Full counts.
So we'll see. We'll see what pitch he elects to throw, and we'll see what Thrasher wants to do. And obviously, we'll just have to see. We'll see if he swings. We'll see if he holds up. Good discipline, though. And that ball a little bit low, and it got away from the catcher there. And I thought it might be a pass ball, but no one advanced him because of that. It's just going to be a... Or maybe they said it was a foul ball. Nope. He must have swung and was out, so that's going to be... Go ahead, Jay Sean.
I think so. I think it wasn't out.
Yep.
I think he did swing a tad bit. He tried to hold it at the last minute, but unfortunately the umpire said, no, sir.
Said no. So this is what I get, guys. I'm sitting down, and I've got a ledge in front of me that's not the best to see the bottom half of the batters that are up to the plate, so I kind of have to stand up tall. And I'm not very tall in general, so it's always a treat. So apologies on that. But first out of the inning, Brown with the high pitch, and it's going to be 1-0. Joe Weatherford up to bat. 1 out, base is still loaded. Out of the strike zone again, so I think Brown got away with that strikeout earlier, because that was out of the zone. If Thrasher had held up, that would have been a bases loaded walk, and score would have been 8-0. So got a little bit lucky there. Here's the pitch. And really just struggling with command here in these early innings. Missouri Baptist, their pitching staff.
Yeah, they are.
And they've got guys over in the bullpen warming up still. So we'll see if they make a change here in either this inning or the second inning or the third inning. We'll just have to see. Here's the pitch.
And a walk.
That's a bases loaded walk. And score goes to 8-0. So good job by Weatherford. Good discipline at the plate.
Great start by the Eagles.
Yeah, you can't ask for a much better start.
Nope.
I think this is Caden Doan. I think that's number 6 down there. He's
staying
warm. He's got the mask on over the helmet, so long sleeves. And guys, it was like 30 degrees this morning when I was setting up, so it was a little chilly.
It felt like 6.
Yeah, it felt like 6 degrees. It was cold. Reminds me a lot of opening round out at Battle High School with women's and men's soccer when we hosted that. I think it was like 18 or 19 degrees, and that was a little brutal. And I stayed inside most of the day, but every time I went out, it was awful.
Oh yeah, it felt like the wind was cutting and biting.
Yep.
It's not fun at all.
A little bit windy here today. The flag is out there blowing in the wind. I think the center field camera for the most part is staying. I don't want to jinx it. It may cut in, may cut out, but the wind hasn't really affected it too much, which is nice. So Doan ahead 2-0. Here's the pitch, and he got him that time.
Strike 1.
Strike 1. 2-1. Bases loaded. 1 out. Doan still ahead, 2-1. Here's the pitch. And
Strike
gone.
2.
So 2-2. Oh, excuse me, 3-2.
Oh,
Well, hold on.
3-1.
I don't know if that just got changed, but
Umpire says 2-2.
okay.
2-2.
We'll go with the ump. The ump is the official
Yeah.
in this situation. Now they're fixing it. There we go. 2-2 the count. Sorry, guys. I thought I was losing my marbles, and I may be. Brown. Doan over to second. And that's going to be a fielder's choice. That'll be a force out at second base. And CMU's going to push their lead to 10.
9.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
It's okay. You're good, Rachel.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I really want to get to 10. I don't know why.
Is that the number of the day?
It is. It's the number of the day. My favorite number is 12.
Okay.
So I really enjoy that.
I guess it gets you closer to 12.
It does. It's true. Well, the way we're going, if we 3 more runs, 6 in the bottom of the first, 6 in the bottom of the second, right at 12. It's a good day.
Yeah.
And Duty back up. He's in the 9th spot today, bottom of the order. And ball. Chris Brown, native out of Chicago, Illinois, came in relief for Heil, who struggled in that first inning. And Brown doing some of the same. 2-0 the count now. You got runners at the corners.
Nothing.
2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High for ball, so that's going to be 3-0. So 5-3 was that game 1 score. CMU was, 5-4. CMU entered the bottom of the 7th trailing 5-3. They had the bases loaded with only 1 out, and that's going to be a 4-out walk, so bases are going to be loaded once again. 9-0 still. And we're going to come back to the bottom, or the top of the order, and good friend Mr. Bobby Nichols is going to come back in, and we'll have another pinch runner. That's number 1, Terry Tolliver Jr.
Call him Quick Feet.
Yes. We'll talk about that here in a minute, why, but you can probably guess why. He is quite a speed demon on the base paths. Let Jay Sean fill you in after this pitch. Brown. Low, got away from the catcher, and it's going to be 1-0. So what's the scoop on Mr. Bobby Nichols over there, Jay Sean?
Allow me to introduce. We are talking about the record holder for the most bases stolen.
Yep. An absolute, yeah. I mean, I think he obliterated. I'm going to have to go back and look, but I think he had, I don't even want to say what I think the record is, because I'm probably going to be incorrect, but I think he had around 50. He was a speed demon.
Phenomenal.
And he's going to obliterate the career stolen bases record if he hasn't already. Again, guys, I got to go back and look at the record book, but, I mean, that record has stood for a long, long time, and, he's always looking. I'm kind of surprised the first baseman isn't, bases are loaded, so they wouldn't be trying to steal in this situation.
Right.
So, allow me to correct myself there, but nope, he's the king of stolen bases here at CMU in a single season, and I'm sure. What year is Bobby? Let me double check. He's a junior. Oh yeah, yep.
Well, he got a long.
He's
still
got.
one more
Oh my
year.
gosh, yeah, he's got 2 full seasons left basically. Nichols singles to right field, and that's going to
An
score
error.
1. And we're going to have an error by the right fielder again. I think that's his second error. And so, are we at 11? Are we at 11-0? I think we are.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So, yes. 11 runs, 10 hits. I think that's 2 errors on Missouri Baptist. I'm pretty sure. And did we bat around again? Is this Robbie Merced again? It is.
I think it is. Yeah.
So,
We're just having a field day so far.
we are. We're doing well. So, go ahead and flip back.
Okay.
Back over there, Jason. There you go.
Thank you.
That is the prime time cam angle right there, so make sure we get to see that as much as possible. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Merced holds, but doesn't matter because that's a strike looking, and the count's going to be 0-1. So I think you got Tolliver over at first. No, Tolliver at third. Nichols at third. Merced at the dish. Ball a little bit high.
Make the count 1-1.
Yep. Just like to make sure that it's really just making sure I can learn these new faces. So by the end of the year, I'll have them down. 1-1.
Whew.
Fouled back.
Man.
And the right fielder giving chase, but I don't think he's got much of a shot. And no, that was about 10 or 15 feet out on the right side of your screen. Nothing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. And Brown just trying to get out of this inning so Missouri Baptist can regroup. See if they can string some runs together.
Ooh.
Ball high. Merced backs away. 2-2 the count. Brown with a 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Foul back again. And we're going to do another one. Coach Ehlers over coaching first. And Coach Nate Breland is an 06 alum, and he's a Hall of Famer. He just got inducted into the CMU Athletics Hall of Fame this past January. So
impressive. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he was the, well, we'll talk about him here in a second. Here's the pitch. High, 3-2 the count. So I think the runners are probably going to be going on this. 3-2 count. Runners will be going. But, yeah, he actually, he went in as a player. He played at CMU from 2002 to 2006 and had a lot of the hitting records, especially the most coveted one, which is the all-time hits leader. Runners go. Ball is outside, though, and that's going to be a walk. And once again, guys, yes, you guessed it, bases are loaded.
Walk in the park.
And I think we're going to have, let me double-check myself. Conforti? Jeremy Conforti? I think that's Jeremy Conforti. So, but, yeah, the coveted record for any baseball player is the all-time hits record. And Coach Breland held that record for, let me see, he graduated in 06. Let me do some math. It was broken in 21. So 15 years. It was, I think his record was 240. And then against Missouri Valley, Logan Herring broke it. That was a road contest in April of 21. And he actually obliterated. It was he finished his career, I think, with 280 hits. So I don't think anyone's going to touch that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Anytime soon. He played at CMU from 17 to 21. Here's a pitch. Conforti, swing and a miss. He would have gotten it his I guess his 4th year as a player at CMU, but COVID came in and really wiped everything out. So. NAI was very gracious, as was, I think, the NCAA, and they all granted another year of eligibility for those spring sports. Says Conforti's going to pop one up to the shortstop in the infield, and he's going to get it. And Missouri Baptist finally gets out of the inning, but not before Central just blows this game open. It is 11-0 CMU. 11 runs on 10 hits. I think a couple errors. I don't know if we can see the errors out there because our scoreboard is a little wonky, but, you know.
I think it was a couple.
I think it was a couple too, but because we've moved those scoreboard, Josh, I don't know if you can. Oh, you've got it flipped around, which is good. So I don't know if you guys can see it out there, but that scoreboard, it used to be kind of over on the left side, and it was actually ground level, kind of where the start of that dip is out there. But they moved it in, and they moved it over and kind of moved it up. So because of that, it's a little bit closer, and I think it gets hit a lot more. So those digits out there are subject to a little bit of abuse, and we are hoping to get some netting out there so we aren't having to replace those digits all the time because they are expensive. So
Yeah, I can bet.
Yep. But I'm going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back. CMU with 11-0 lead, an 11-0 lead. Missouri Baptist up to bat in the top of the third. This is CMU Eagles baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. Sebastian Escobar as ball gets hit out to Merced just on the edge of the infield. That's going to be a quick out. That's going to be a pop out to short, and Tim Crowley is giving away hot dogs over here. I hope he brings me one. I think he might be.
Hot dog man.
Yes, he's got about 6 or 8 in his hand there. So, quick out for Escobar as we continue to move along here in the top of the third. This is number 4, Cesar Soto. He's playing second today. Here's pitch. And it's going to be a strike. Count is it 0-1, Jay Sean?
I think it's 1-1.
Okay.
Yep,
Again, our scoreboard operator's fallen asleep a little bit.
And Tim answered your prayers.
Yes. Tim just gestured and asked if I want a hot dog. I will not eat it on air though, guys, because that is very unprofessional, but I appreciate you, Tim. Thank you. 2-1 the count. Escobar, here's the pitch. And that ball's going to be fouled out of play. And we'll be even at 2-2.
2-2.
2-2 is the count, I think.
Yes, ma'am, you're correct.
Thank you. Again, I really have to sit up and really look to see these.
Yes, these chairs.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
And he's down. That hit him. I think that hit him on the top of the head. He walks up and gets up immediately. Escobar had a instant reaction of, oh no.
That was pretty scary there.
And yeah, that's one of the scary parts of baseball. But Soto gets up, he trots over to, well, he doesn't trot over, but he walks over and to first base, and we're sure hope that he's okay. The ball just got a little bit away from Escobar. The trainer comes out and wants to take a look at him, and I think he's going to say I'm fine. We'll see, though. He's taking off his batting gloves. So that's the dangers of sports. That's one of the dangers of I almost said basketball. Baseball is you got some pitchers throwing 70, 80, 90 miles an hour coming right at you. If that ball just gets a little bit away, it's coming for an area that you probably don't want it to. So
I think you're really thinking about this Hart Conference. Is it semifinals?
Oh, for basketball
tonight? Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I have basketball in the brain. Well, we start basketball in October.
Yeah.
Our first game was Halloween, and we're almost in March, and we're still going. And we're going to probably be going until mid-March.
Yes.
I'll knock on wood, though. So I do have basketball in the brain, so apologies, guys. But it is what it is. So
It is what it is.
It is what it is. We'll get better as we go along. Soto's going to stay in. And let's see, Blaine Bessie. I'm going to go back to the top of the order, playing left field today. Up to bat. Escobar with the pitch. Low, and good job by Duty there to look Soto back at first. I think he was thinking about it.
I think it was, yeah.
He was. Anytime a ball skirts away from the catcher like that, if you've got a speed demon on the base paths, then you're obviously thinking about running. And that's going to be a little blooper. That's going to be over to Merced, and he's going to take it himself over to Conforti, and that's going to be a 6-3 double play. Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
And again, guys, I don't want to jinx it. But actually, I'm not even going to say
it. Just don't say it at all.
I'm not saying it. I'm leaving it alone. But another solid inning by Escobar. We'll be right back. CMU up to bat in the bottom of the third. This is CMUeagles.com here on the Hart Conference Network. Alright, guys, welcome back. See me really just putting runs on the board on Missouri Baptist after falling in game 1, 5-4. They're out to an 11-0 lead here, and we're only in the bottom of the third. Allen West batting for CMU, and we've got another pitching change. That's number 51, Brian Higdon. He's a junior out of O'Fallon, Missouri. And that first pitch is going to be a ball. Count is 1-0. Here's the 1-0 count. Outside, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 count. Fouled into, I don't think that got into the CMU dugout, but alas, doesn't matter because it's a foul ball.
Making the count 2-1.
2-1. So we're in the bottom of the third. 2-1 count. Higdon with the pitch. West fouls that one back. We are even at 2-2. See if I can pull up some stats for you guys as we go along. Finally got my phone charged, which was nice. West is 2 for 2 right now with an RBI. See if we can go 3 for 3. That ball is high. And count is full at 3-2. West in the bottom of the second. He had a single over to short, which scored Merced from third. That was his lone RBI. We'll see if he can do more. West sends a shot into center field, and that one's going to be over the center fielder's head. It's going to bounce to the wall, and West is going to scamper over to third, and he's going to slide in safely, and that's going to be a triple. And I thought Coach Breland wanted him to scamper on over home for the 12th run of the game, but I think that ball went into the dugout, so I think that's why they said no.
Yeah, true. I was looking. I was like, oh, what is he going to do? What's he going to do next?
I think that's what it was, at least. If not, I'm sure someone can come in and correct me later. But I think that was a leadoff triple, and it was. So, CMU back in business, and their bats are just cruising, making easy work of today. Higdon with the pitch to Sears. Swing and a miss. Count's going to go to 0-1. We settle, take a pause in the action, but we settle back in. Count 1-1. Here's pitch from Higdon to Sears. Sears right over to the shortstop, and they're gonna just let West score from third. So that's a 6-3 ground out.
Hey, you got your favorite number there.
I do. My favorite number is 12, guys. If only we had 12 hits, would have been great. If he had singled, there would have been 12 across the board. But beggars can't be choosers, so it's okay. But yes,
you're right.
12-0 as I think this is Khalil Thrasher. I'm pretty sure. Is that 13?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
It is. As they say that, Thrasher fouls one off. Count is 0-1. One out here in the inning.
With 1 out.
Here's the pitch. Outside. Count moves to 1-1. Ball, so I think we're at 2-1. I think our scoreboard person fell asleep.
I think it is.
It's 2-1. They get it up there. There we go. So
make it 2-2. Even it out.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta deal with a technical issue with one of our computers, make sure we get stats to you guys. I'll be right back. Jay Sean, take it away while I'm gone.
Yes, ma'am, will do.
I'll be right back.
Thrasher. No hit. Make the count 3-2. We're full count now. Hit. Don't know where the ball went. Still looking for it. So it'll be a foul ball. Keep the count 3-2. Full count. Pitches up. And another foul ball. Keep the count full. 3-2. A hard hit. Another foul ball. Keeping the count full. 3-2. And he will be walking. So the first base will be full. You're running on first base.
All right, guys, we're back. Apologies there. We had I don't know if my stats computer's a little bit too old or what the deal is, but it wasn't allowing us to input.
Might just be the cold weather.
Yeah, I don't know. We can chalk it up to cold weather, but alas, they're back and going. Live stats should be rolling. We're able to input, so.
Wow.
So. And I must have been I assume that was a pass ball. Got away from the catcher. Sorry, guys, I wasn't paying attention. I was dealing with another. Not a crisis. Nothing is a crisis at the moment, but gets away from catcher Joe Schmidt. And Seamu's got a runner on second. I think that is Thrasher still. It is.
Pretty wide there.
It is. It's going to be a ball, and our count moves to 3-0. Joseph Weatherford at the plate.
I want to see how many runs we can get this game. We already got 12 in the bottom of the third.
Well, I would say yes, but because we have basketball tonight, I want to make sure I get over there in time to stat that.
True.
So on a night where we don't have basketball, I would say absolutely. Tonight, I think we can just go boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
That would be great, but I don't control the time in baseball. It is an untimed sport. So
I think this and, tennis are the only untimed sports.
Tennis is untimed, softball's untimed, baseball's untimed. Baseball's a little bit quicker, though, just because the pitchers they get after it a little bit quicker in baseball. That's going to be a walk. So Weatherford's going to trot on down to first in the count. Excuse me. You've got runners on first and second now with one out. And I actually went back and looked, Jay Sean, and our scorekeeper actually just gave. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. Dealing with another crisis. Stay tuned. Jay Sean, take it away while I'll be back.
Yes,
Jay Sean will keep you guys going.
Gotcha. So we have Caden Doan to bat at the moment. First two bases are loaded. Ball there as we count 1-0. Strike. Make it even. 1-1. Well, at the hit. And it will be an out. Make it 2 outs. And we have the second and third bases loaded. Next up to bat, we have number 7, Logan Duty. Hit. Hit there, you would walk. So now the bases, all of the bases are loaded at the moment. Another scary hit in this game so far. We got Bobby Nichols to the plate at bat. Call the ball. Your count 1-0. Pitches up. Hits foul ball. So make the count even 1-1. And with the hit. Foul ball. Make the count 1-2. Is up. And make it 3 outs. As that concludes the bottom of the third, we now head to the top of the fourth. Your score, Central Methodist with the strong and huge lead, 12 to Missouri Baptist, nothing. We'll be back. You are listening to CMU Men's Baseball here at Central Methodist University on the Hard Conference Network. We'll be back in a sec.
if everyone can hear me. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome
Rachel.
back. Sorry I was a little bit low there. Just dealing with, computer issues, stat software issues. Just another day in
Woo.
Paradise, and that's going to be hit a long way up, but I think Merced is going to track it. Nope, that's going to be Nichols out in center. That's going to be a very loud and, well, just loud out number 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Nichols comes away with it. Merced over there as well as Doan at short. So they're all colliding. Good job communicating, though. And Escobar kind of been the theme of the day for him. He's just been going up and down the batting order. Again, I don't want to jinx it, but, facts are facts. In this situation, Alex Adonis playing short today. He's up to bat. Escobar with the pitch. And count is now 1-1.
1-1. Oh. I think they have 2-0.
Oh, excuse me. 2-0. 2-1 the count. He did call a strike there, so I think he'll flash up the correct. Yep, 1-2 in the count. And they get it fixed. There we go. I knew my eyes weren't deceiving me. Normally they do, but today they did not. Yep.
She said, I knew my eyes weren't deceiving me.
They weren't. That's going to be a long, long foul ball that just hits the center field, the chain link fence over in right field where the Missouri Baptist pitchers warm up. Escobar says, I would prefer to have another baseball, and Duty's going to oblige and get him a new one, as the count is now 1-2 with 1 out. CMU scores 6 runs in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, and they've got a 12-0 lead here. And that's going to be another out. So 2 quick outs for CMU, and Escobar is cruising.
Quick ones.
Yep. He and Wester, too, I think they could be interchangeable on who your ace is. I really like West, and I really like Escobar, and I think almost at the point it's just kind of pick your poison if you're an opposing team.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
As I say that, Cole Robinson is going to take the first pitch for a strike, and count is 0-1.
Ooh, ball there.
Count moves to 1-1. Escobar with the 1-1 pitch. Inside.
Yeah, it's yellow. Is it supposed to be? All right, we're back.
Guys, apology for that. Had some internet issues and we cut out for a second, but pop-up for Missouri Baptist in the infield ends the inning, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. CMU with a 12-0 lead. They are cruising pitching-wise. They are cruising in the bats. They're just doing everything right now.
No
12
complaints.
runs. Yep, 12 runs on 11 hits. I think there's a couple errors. The scorekeeper, the scoreboard only gave him 1, but I'm going to go back and check that because I'm pretty sure there was a couple errors on the Missouri Baptist right fielder. We'll take a break. This is Rachel Moore and Jay Sean Northington here at CMU, bringing you all the action. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in action at the bottom of the fourth here in Fayette, Missouri. Robin Merced. Get him a double. Next up to bat, we have Jeremy Conforti. Ball. Make the count 1-0.
All right, welcome back, guys. Jeremy Conforti at the plate. We had a pitching change. I believe that's number 20, Hunter Nelson, senior right-handed pitcher out of Standish, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pitch. Strike. I don't know if I agree with that, but looked a little outside to me.
Yeah, it looked
Count
a little
is
outside to me,
1-1.
too.
And here's a pitch inside, and I think that got Conforti. It did. It looks like it's right on the elbow, the forearm there. That didn't feel too good. Nah, he's grabbing his hand, so got him there, and we'll have runners at first and second with no outs. And we're going to have a courtesy runner. I think that's going to be number 28. It is Trey Rasenfoss, sophomore infielder out of Osage Beach, Missouri. He's going to come in relief for Conforti.
This is a third. Careless hit. Careless throw. Resulting in a hit.
All right, so Alan West up to bat. First pitch is a strike. Runners at first and second with no outs. And I just gotten word that the softball game on Sunday against Cotty College is canceled. So that's a bummer. That's going to push back the home opener until April.
Wow.
Unless they can find another doubleheader. We'll keep you guys posted on that. But yeah, that's a bummer. You never want. It's part of the spring sports thing, unfortunately. It happens all the time. It's routine. But yeah, if that holds, then the way that it's looking, they won't have their home opener until I think April 1st. April 1st, April 2nd.
On April Fool's Day?
Yeah, April Fool's Day. Yeah, hopefully they don't fool us with a cancellation. That would be bad. That ball's going to be out of play. Count moves to 0-2.
No outs.
No outs. So Nelson gets the sign. Checks back the runners at first and second. He's going to go back down, look at the sign from his catcher. 0-2 count. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Looks back, Merced. Just double checking him at least. Here's the pitch. And West. And it's going to be just foul.
Foul ball.
Just going to be foul.
Right on the edge.
Right on the edge. If it gets over that, if it gets in front of that first base or that third base bag and then rolls foul, it's actually still a fair ball. But if it stays foul the entire time and then comes back in, that is still a foul ball. So if you're going to hit it, you want to pull it just a little bit in the side so you can get it past that third base bag.
Oh, makes sense.
So there's some knowledge for you today for all you folks watching at home. I'm assuming most of you knew that, but trying to educate myself a little more as we go along. So
First ball.
First ball of the at bat, 1-2 the count. Nelson, in the 1-2 pitch, checks the sign from his catcher. He's got runners at first and second, nobody out. And that's going to be foul again over the...
You can tell he's sick and tired of that.
I was going to say, yeah, he's not a fan of that. Count remains the same, 1-2. Here's the pitch. West over to the third baseman. He's just going to get the force out, so that's going to be a 5 unassisted fielder's choice for West as he just tags the base, and Merced is out going from second to third. But runner's still at first and second, 1 out now. And Tanner Sears is going to make his way to the dish. CMU leads Missouri Baptist 12-0.
And we are in the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen.
Bottom of the fourth, about halfway through. So Sunday's softball games are canceled. We'll let you know if they reschedule get another game rescheduled. We'll keep you guys in the loop, but you can follow all the action on cmueagles.com or follow us on Twitter at cmueagles. We always appreciate the extra follows. I think we're at like 7,000 now, so...
Keep it going up.
I know. I want to get to 10K at some point. I don't know. That'll be a few years down the road, but we'll see. 7,000 on Twitter as Sears is going to send one foul, and Breland's just going to knock that one down, stick it back in the dugout, and puts his hands back in his pockets. He's been out here all day, guys, and it is cold. It's
freezing.
It's cold. So, I don't envy our players that are out here in the cold. But it's good early action weather good early action baseball here in some colder weather to get some games in at home. As that pitch is going to be taken for a ball. 2-1 the count. Two and one the count. Nelson looks back the runner at second. Sears sends one. That's going to be foul. That's going to go into the... I don't know what you call that over there. Just
dirt.
Just a lot of dirt. Just a lot of dirt over there. There's a lot of dirt over there. Jishan, go ahead and switch back to our... There we go.
Okay.
Again, guys, that's the primetime angle we're showing you right there. We're always glad when it's up and working. Sometimes every now and then it doesn't work. So, we appreciate you guys and appreciate you guys listening, joining our broadcast, and hanging out with us on a Friday afternoon. Sears is going to take ball 3. Runners are now at first and second. Well, they've always been at first and second. What am I saying? Count is full now, 3-2. CMU runs in 6 runs in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third. Looking to see if they can add a few more here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. And Sears hits a screamer down the left field line, but again, that's going to go back to that nice dirt area over on the left side of your screen, which I don't know if you guys can see or not. I don't think they can, but
no.
Out of play. Out of play, that's what I'll say. Count 3-2. Ball in play. That's just going to get past the shortstop, and I think that was probably hard enough hit for a single. I don't know if I'd give an error on that.
And we have bases loaded.
We do. Bases loaded, 1 out. Good thing for Missouri Baptist, though, is you've got runners at any base, a force out at any base. So if I were them, if ball's hit in play, you just get that ball to the closest base, depending on where it's hit, and get some outs. And at this point, it's 12-0. Just trying to minimize the damage if you can. Nelson, I think this is Terry Tolliver Jr. It is. He's going to come in and pitch hint. And count is 1-0. Tolliver. 1-0 pitch from Nelson. Low. Ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's Tolliver. That ball gets away from the catcher, and I think that's going to be a pass ball.
And he's in.
And he's in. So 13-0. I think that's is that a baker's dozen? Is that what that's called? When it's 13? I think so.
Baker's dozen?
I don't know. I think so. Whenever I think of a baker's dozen or a dozen, I always think of donuts. That's just what I think of.
You know what sounds good?
Yeah.
Donuts.
Yeah, donuts sound real good right now.
Yes.
If anyone's got any, please bring them up to the press box. Or
Please do.
bring them by my office. I'm on the second floor of the Student Center. Not too far away. So if you guys are around, bring some by tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Saturday. Bring some by Monday. Monday.
Very highly appreciated.
Yes, we appreciate you all. It's the first strike thrown, so count is now 3-1, 1 out. First is open, but you've got runners in scoring position on second and third. Nelson pitching. And that ball is going to be put in play. Tolliver's going to send one back. I think it's going to be caught by the right fielder, and it is.
And it is.
And that's going to be a sacrifice fly as Allen West is going to score from third. Runner's going to move up from second to third. And we're at 14 now. 14-0.
14-0.
Jay Sean, you're in luck. I just got a message.
Okay.
Annabelle Mawson, if you're listening, Conference Co-Freshman of the Year in 2020, as a freshman, obviously, on a volleyball team, just said if we give her a shout-out, she's going to get us donuts. So, Annabelle, this is your shout-out.
What?
I'll be in the office at 8:30 on Monday. Bring those donuts by. I appreciate you.
Shout out to you.
Yep. That's going to be a foul ball. Joe Weatherford. Also, Annabelle was supposed to work today, but she declined. So,
we'll let her slide. She's giving us donuts.
I guess we'll let her slide since she's going to get us donuts. So, I'll leave it alone. Donuts make everything better. So,
yeah.
CMU up 14-0 here, bottom of the fourth. Got a pair of runs. Count is, I think it's 0-1. 2 outs. Runner on third. Foul ball. 0-2 now.
Your count 0-2.
0-2. I really like if she brings me donuts on Monday, it's gonna be like a life. It's gonna be a life changer. It's
No,
gonna make
for real.
donuts are a great way to kick off the weekend, you know, or the week. Excuse me.
Yeah, start the week off sweet.
Yep.
Right.
What's your favorite donut, Jay Sean?
I'm more of an apple fritter.
That ball's gonna go down into the left. It's gonna roll into the corner, and I think that's gonna be a double for Joe Weatherford. He's gonna have a 2-out double. And
your score 15-0.
15-0. And wow.
Now, Rachel, I'm more. I can.
Yeah, tell me about your. Yeah, what donuts do you like?
I don't really. Let's see. I don't really.
Not a donut eater.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
I'm a donut eater.
You didn't have an instant answer for me, so I couldn't tell.
I just want to point out which ones I don't really eat.
Oh, okay.
I'll say the ones I don't eat are the filled donuts.
Oh, really? The ones filled with jelly?
Yeah, I don't
Dang it.
too much care for
Those are good.
No, I like the glazed twist. And
those are good.
Apple fritters and, of course, glazed donuts. And sprinkles. Sprinkles
Aren't bad at all.
Can't ever go wrong with sprinkles.
Annabelle, we're giving you our order right now, so if you just write these down, I'll expect a box on my desk Monday. So,
like I said, we really appreciate it, Annabelle.
Yeah. So, 1-0 is our count. Runner on second. And Nelson thought about a pitch and said, actually, I prefer not. Count is 0-2.
2-0.
Okay, 2-0 is the count.
Your count now is, I think it'll be 3-0.
Oh, that was loud. Sorry.
No, you're good. I want to say 3-0 is the count now because they just pitched.
So we had a time violation there. I just double checked with my scorekeeper. So that anytime that happens, it's the ball just right off the bat. So count is now 2-1. So a lot of confusion.
2-1.
So he said it was 2-1, and then he just showed up three fingers to be 3-1.
Just a little confusion
here.
here.
I'm all sorts of confused. I think I brought up the donuts, and it just all sorts of confusion. So I'm going to be done with that for now.
It's okay.
Doan is going to hit one to, I think, shallow left.
And make it 3 outs.
It's going to be an F7. So CMU adds 3 more. They've scored a run. Well, they scored at least 1 run in every inning. So we head to the top of the 5th. CMU in command here, 15-0, 13 runs. Deshaun, what are your thoughts so far on this game? A little bit different than game 1.
They are showing great optimistic right now. Great optimism right now. They're being very optimistic, bouncing back from that last game, that very close game, 1-point game. So I'm very impressed. I'm very excited for the Eagles. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, it's good to see. And it's not traditional, but they've stumbled out. They've had I think they had 4 straight losses. They were 5-1 to start the year, and then really just they went down to the Cajun Collision, which is a very highly competitive tournament in I think it's in Sterlington, Louisiana. So they played the number 1 team in the country. They played a lot of nationally ranked teams and came up on the short end on a few of those. But again, that's good action for when you get into postseason, because your guys are going to need to have that experience.
Oh yeah, especially early in the season.
Yeah,
because you never know what you're going to get into once the actual season comes.
No.
So I feel like that's always great. Go ahead and get the experience now while you can.
Yep.
So you prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the best of the best.
Yep. And that it bodes you well going down the line for postseason. That's the 3rd straight year we've been to the Cajun Collision. I think it's maybe the 4th. Well, 4 years ago it was COVID, so it didn't happen. But yeah, good experience for them. They saw a lot of national tournament teams down there, and then they went on an incredible run in the opening round and made it all the way to the championship series in Lewiston, Idaho. So again, those early preseason games are big for teams like CMU. And if you go 5-5, if you're 6-5, 7-5, work your way back, you'll get to where you want to go. So
very impressive. Shout out to those guys, man.
Yeah. And I imagine that they'll be going in the Hall of Fame when they are eligible. That ball is going to be fouled back. Escobar back out on the diamond, back out on the bump. Count is 0-1.
1-1. Because they had another pitch before.
This is what happens when I multitask, guys. Forgive
You're
me.
fine. That's why I got your back.
1-2 the count. Called strike.
Whew.
And that ball is going to slip in between first and second, and it's going to roll out to the right field.
Missouri Baptist coming with some heat.
Yeah, Mo Baps getting the inning started off on the right foot. And that's only the 2nd hit given up by Escobar today.
Wow. Pretty impressive on his end. We're at the top of the 5th.
Yeah, top of the 5th. You've only given up a couple hits. No runs yet. Again, I'm just going to knock on wood so I don't jinx him.
I'm going to knock on wood right with you.
So, yeah. And good snag by third baseman. And that's going to be a fielder's choice. They can't get the guy out at first, but good job by Joey Fitzgerald Jr. though. Good snag by him. He sends it over to Doan at second, and probably wise by Doan just to hold that ball and not make an errant throw over to first and put a runner in scoring position. So
I agree.
And when you're up by 15, it's a wise decision, and your pitcher probably appreciates you because you keep the runners. You keep them out of scoring position because second and third are your scoring positions, and first is not, obviously. So,
you're absolutely right, Rachel.
Thank you. I try to be right every now and then.
That's okay. You're welcome. Your count 1-0 so far. Foul ball. Make it 1-1 even across the board. One ball, one strike, one out.
And Jay Shaw, are you gonna be around tomorrow? You'll be back on the call. Well, actually, we might have Quentin tomorrow. Guys, we apologize. Quentin was not able to make it to today, so that's why myself and Jay Shawn are filling in for you. As Fitzgerald Jr. just elects to go with the fielder's choice over to Merced at second.
He wanted a double play.
No, he thought about it, and Merced's in a good spot for that. Your shortstop you want him to be a double play guy, so. But yeah, Quentin wasn't able to make it today. So Quentin, if you're at home watching, shout out to you.
Shout out Quinn.
Hopefully we can see you tomorrow. He'll have the call. If so, if not, Jay Shawn and I will probably be back on. Quentin Wildcat Norris, 2018 Hall of Famer. So he's got some accolades and he's done some good things for CMU. He's a graduate of Central. And has just given a lot of time and effort and energy into CMU baseball and CMU softball. So they love him out here.
Yes, ma'am. We love you, Quinn.
Yep.
We appreciate all the work you do.
He brings a lot of good energy and really gets the fans at home excited, and people love to hear him on the broadcast for CMU baseball and CMU softball.
Indeed. I don't know.
2-0 the count.
Yep, there it is.
We are in the top of the fifth. Central up 15-0, 15 runs on 13 hits. And that's going to go over to Fitzgerald again. Good job by him to knock it down. He's going to send that over first. He's going to get the
3 outs.
Scoop. I almost said scoop and score, but this is not basketball. So again,
I'm telling you, Reggie, your mind is stuck on basketball.
Well, I think the closer we get to basketball, like tonight, it's 7:00, so I've got about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
The closer we get, I think the more like basketball vocabulary is stuck in my head. But regardless, nice snag by Fitzgerald. He's had a few nice snags. This inning has really done a good job. So another quick inning by the Central pitching staff and Sebastian Escobar. CMU leads 15-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Heart Conference Network. Am I on? Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Heading to the bottom of the fifth. Logan Duty leading off here for us in inning number 5. Nelson still your pitcher. First pitch is going to be a ball. Count goes to 1-0.
The ball was thrown so fast, the camera got a little fuzzy.
Oh, did it? And got it a little out of focus?
Yeah,
So
a little out of focus.
Yeah, that's the pros and cons of having a camera in the outfield. And that ball is going to be popped up. I think that's going to be out of play. Maybe, maybe not. It's going to hit someone.
Whoa,
And
impressive.
nice catch by Missouri Baptist catcher. I think we had a switch there, so let me see if I can find him on the roster sheet here. It's Joe Schmidt. Nope, he's been in the duration of the game, so apology, Joe. But good catch by him right there, kind of navigating that, navigating the netting there. So that's going to be the first out of the inning, and the man, the myth, the legend that is Bobby Nichols comes up to the plate again.
You know what they say, mama that goes there, man.
He's a good one. He's a good one. Native of Detroit, Michigan. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ball.
Ooh. You almost got struck there.
It did. Count moves to 2-0. Nelson looks, is ready. And here's the pitch. And I think that was right down the middle. No, it was not. Sorry, guys. My angle is not good down here, so I'm just assuming.
It was pretty high.
Yeah. Again, this is why I'm not an umpire. So, 3-0 is the count.
Leave it to the umpire, Rachel.
Yes, I will. I will. I promise. I will do that from now on. That's a strike. So, Nelson gets on the board. It's going to be a 3-1 count. I think it's at least 3-1. We'll confirm with our scoreboard. Yep, there it is. Pitch from Nelson. Nichols fouls it off. Count moves full to 3-2 now.
3-2, full count.
3-2. So, CMU scored 6 runs in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth. They're looking to keep their run streak going here in the bottom of the fifth. Had a quick out early on. Full count here, though, for Bobby Nichols. He's also very good at drawing walks. We'll see if he can do it again.
And he does.
And he does. Man, right on cue. You'd think I rehearsed this stuff. I really don't, though. I guess, and I hope it works out well, and it did that time. So.
No, you're good.
So.
I've been told Robbie has the best walkout song.
I would agree. Yeah, Robbie's got a good walkout. He's got a good walkout song. It's got a good beat. Gets the fans hyped and enjoyed. So, Robbie, 10 out of 10 for you if you watch this later.
Yes, sir.
So, Nichols over at first. Ball's going to be outside. Count is 1-0. So, I've said it a million times, guys. I'm going to say it again, though. If you're watching or if you're out here at the game today, once this game's wrapped up, head on over to Puckett Fieldhouse. We got Hart Women's Basketball semifinal action for you. Number 1 nationally ranked and the number 1 seed in the conference tournament. The CMU women, 29-0, are looking to push it to 30 now with a victory over Culver Stockton tonight. Culver comes in as the number 5 seed. They knocked off Grandview 61-52 in Des Moines.
It gets no better than that, Rachel.
I don't think so. I mean, perfection is perfection.
Yeah.
So again, I'm gonna knock on wood. I don't ever want to jinx them. I think if you talk about it too much, it messes with some kind of vibe out in the universe. So
yeah, some type of vibe out there.
Merced 2-1 on the count. Nelson's gonna throw over. Nichols back easily though.
That's what Nichols does. He's that guy.
Over to third. He's going to send it to second. Second over to first. Try to get the double play. Nothing doing. So that's going to be a 5-4 fielder's choice. And Merced is going to make it safely, but not before recording an out. Nichols is out at second, trying to go from first to second on the force out. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth.
Great effort by Merced, though.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yep. Not bad at all. And coming to the dish now is number 28, Trey Rasenfoss, sophomore 6'4" infielder from Osage Beach, Missouri.
It's pretty nice out there, too.
Out in Osage Beach?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I haven't been. I need to go out. I need to get out more, I think.
You make it your trip. Spring break if there
Yeah.
aren't any.
I say if there's not any games,
Yeah.
I'm totally there. Absolutely. Razafos, swing and a miss.
Call it a
Count
strike.
is now 1-1. And again, our scoreboard operator is a little slow there. There we go. 1-1 our count.
You might have to get onto him, Rachel.
I know.
No, all jokes, all jokes.
No, actually, yeah. Regardless, counts up now, 1-1. As long as your scoreboard's right over there, Jay Sean, we're good. Razafos,
Yes, ma'am.
caught looking. Count moves to 1-2, so we'll see if Mobap can hold CMU scoreless here in the bottom of the fifth. That would be the first time today. Again, 6 runs in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, and 3 in the fourth, with a 15-0 lead. CMU bats have been cooking. Nelson with a pitch,
Oh,
and that bounces away from the catcher, and I'm going to assume that's a pass ball, or it was either foul. No, I think that was a pass ball. It was.
pass ball it was.
I just had to double check and see what Merced was doing. And Merced looks a little bit cold.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. It's cold out.
I'm surprised you don't have jackets. You know, jackets with jersey numbers and stuff on the back.
Yeah, they
That
do
would be
in
cool.
I think they do in softball, Jay Sean. I don't know if you can. I think you can play with them as long as you've got your number visible somewhere.
Hmm.
Raz and Foss, I think they got him. They did. So
They did.
that's first time today. CMU has held scoreless when they come up to bat. So 15-0 Central still in control here. The bats have been cooking, like I said. We head to the top of the sixth. You're listening to CMU Eagles baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. Yep. All right. Welcome back, guys. We're back. Sebastian Escobar with a hit out to right field, and good job by Blaine Jesse, senior outfielder. Gets a leadoff single. And only the third hit given up by Escobar today. So he's had a good day and he's done well. So we'll see if he can keep more of that going. It's about 4:45 here.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Got a lot going on. Escobar. Pitch. Swing and a miss. I believe that's number 57, Kevin Watkins. Kevin, a freshman utility player out of Baldwin, Missouri. I actually thought that said Baldwin City, Kansas. So I was like, oh, he's from the Baker area. But alas.
It's right up your alley, Rachel.
It is. I did. I'm a Baker alum, and I really enjoyed my time there. It was a good time.
That's good.
I'm glad that I get to stick around in the Heart. I think the Heart's probably the best conference in all the NAI.
Most definitely.
We're good.
I would agree.
We're good in so many different sports, and we really just kind of, I think we just kind of roll through the rest of the country when it comes to Just really any sport. I'll have to think of one that we're not really strong in.
Yeah.
So, Escobar with a pitch. And got him. Got him on the corner.
Strike 3, you're out. Get him out of
Nice.
here.
Good job by Sebastian Escobar there. He rings him up. So after giving off a leadoff single to right, Escobar strikes out Mobap, and Andrew Igmartin, sophomore out of Moberly, Missouri, is going to make his debut in this game. He comes up. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. Count is now 1-0. Escobar, here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back behind home plate in the parking lot. I hope no one's car got hit.
Yeah, I hope not either.
Guys, a quick story for you. Just on this center field camera. I know it's like the shot. It's the beautiful shot. It's what you want. But I took. That's going to be a swing and a miss for Igmartin. Count now 1-2. I made the mistake of when I go out. This was last year. I go out to center field and I set up the camera. I was standing on my car and I did it in the middle of BP, and you can imagine where this story is going. Escobar with a pitch. Inside, got him. Strike 3.
Ooh, he's on a roll.
Back-to-back Ks for Sebastian Escobar. We got two quick outs here. I was standing on top of my car. Someone yelled, "Heads up!" I duck. It doesn't hit the camera. It doesn't hit me. Whatever. It must have been a home run ball during BP. Doesn't hit the camera. Doesn't hit me. But it kisses my windshield and just absolutely. I mean, I had to get a new windshield. It was done. So that is the last time that I take my car out there. If I do take my car out there, I'm going to park it right behind the scoreboard where it is now, because I think you would really have to hit the ball just right to hit my car again. But lucky me, that would be something that would happen. So the camera, it looks good, but it takes a lot of work. So just a heads up to you all, guys. On that note, and it cost me windshield, but all is well.
Yeah.
Windshield is fixed. Cameras are up and going, so that's the main thing. Count 1-1. Escobar with the pitch. That's going to be a high fly ball into foul territory. We'll see if Fitzgerald Jr. can get over there.
Nope.
Can't. And Robbie Merced's hat flew off. I don't know why I just noticed that, but he did. So, nothing doing there. Count is now 1-2 with 2 outs. Up to bat, number 10, Sage McKinn, junior first baseman out of LaSalle, Montana. That ball is going to be high and outside. Count moves even to 2-2.
Even all across the board.
It is 2-2. I always like that. I get it in basketball every now and then with points or fouls or something, and I'm like, yes. It's like perfect.
Ooh.
That's going to get
nice hit
right in front of the right fielder. He's going to send that over to Fitzgerald, though, and we got runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Escobar might be getting a little bit tired.
What we do not want is the bases loaded and the worst.
No.
We do not want that.
And I see a couple guys warming up over here in the bullpen. We'll see if they come in relief, or we'll see if Coach Schwellenbach will let Escobar finish this inning out, and I think he's going to let him. We'll see. Up to bat, number 18, Daniel Ramirez, a junior catcher out of Houston, Texas.
The big state.
Escobar with the pitch. It's going to be just a little bit outside. 1-0 is the count.
Rachel got the sniffles today.
I do. Sorry, guys. I've been battling a cold a couple weeks ago. I lost my voice, and I think it was just due to lack of sleep. And I got rested, and I was good, and then I decided to not get very good sleep. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball, so Escobar falls behind in the count, 2-0. But yeah, SIDs, we work some crazy hours, and I think I stayed up one night until around 2 a.m. and got up at 8 and kept working. So I think, lack of sleep will do that to you. So I've been under the weather, and the cold certainly doesn't help. But I think I'm on the backside of it, hopefully, and hopefully I'm back to full strength.
Yeah.
coming up, because we got a lot of stuff going on, guys. We are hosting opening round women's basketball in a couple weeks here on campus. Potentially hosting more conference postseason action. If we win tonight, CMU women will host on Monday.
Strike one.
Strike one. Count moves to 3-1, so Escobar chips away at that deficit in the count. 3-1. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count moves to 3-2. Full count. And you have to imagine that the runners on first and second are just going to run regardless of what this pitch is. It's either a strike, a foul ball, or a ball. We'll just have to see. I'm going to assume they're running, and they do. That's going to be low for ball 4.
With the bases fully loaded.
Bases loaded. Good thing, though, you got to force out on any base, including home. Up to bat for Missouri Baptist, number 28, Kyle Bermudez. He's a sophomore infielder out of Wentzville, Missouri, so that's the St. Louis area. So he stayed close to home, which is always nice. Fam can come out and watch him play. And the official is inquiring about something. I don't know if it's the ball. I think it has to be the ball. I don't know. The umpire over at second said, "Good sir, I need you to switch out this ball." And he did. I don't know why. I'm not going to pretend that I know. Alas. First pitch. A little bit high. Ball 1. See if I can pull up some quick stats for you guys as we move into the closing few innings of this ball game. It's game 2, CMU versus Missouri Baptist. Got him looking there. Strike 1. Here's the pitch from Escobar. Fouled back. And I think one of the things I like the turf field is awesome, and the outfield wall is awesome, Jay Sean, but I think my favorite thing now is the netting.
Oh yeah,
as opposed to the chain link fence. We can see a lot better, and the plate I think actually got moved. Home plate actually got moved a little bit closer home, so I feel like I'm right on top of these guys, and I can kind of see. And
ooh, hit.
Just as I say that, Escobar lets one get away from him, and he hits Bermudez on the dome there, and that's going to be the first run of the game for Missouri Baptist. Base is still loaded. Warming up for CMU over in the bullpen is Alfred Eloa. He's a right-handed pitcher out of the Dominican Republic. See if he gets any action, or see if Escobar can close this inning out. He's got to force out at any base with 2 outs. And that ball's going to be foul.
Fouled.
Yep. So 0-1.
115.
15-1.
15-1.
Yep. CMU's got a little bit of wiggle room, I think.
Yeah.
But again, shutouts are always nice. Let me get you guys, if I can get down here, I will look up some quick stats for you. See if I can find myself as I try to navigate this. Live stats section of my feed. Alright, here we go. His pitch. That's going to be into left field, and that's going to score 1. And got away from our left fielder, though. He kind of lost track of the ball there.
Yeah, he did. A little lackadaisy right there.
Yep. I think that's Khalil out there. Scooped it up and then just lost control of it a little bit. And so I think that's going to do it for Sebastian Escobar. He's going to finish his day with 5.2 innings of work. He threw 87 total pitches, gave up only 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, I think 8 total Ks. So not a bad day for Mr. Escobar. He did well. And I think Mr. Uloa is going to come on in, number 31.
Yes, ma'am, he
is. So he's going to get about, I think, 2 minutes of warm-ups, or I forget how many pitches it is exactly, but he's going to face number 3, Tommy Patrick Sr. Patrick Sr.'s senior. Well, he's a senior, believe it or not. Oh, junior, excuse me. Tommy Patrick Jr. He's a senior outfielder out of Houston, Texas, 6 foot. He will be the first batter that Uloa faces. So I'm going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be back. You're listening to CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, guys, we're back. So 2 outs on the board. CMU up 15-2. Uloa is going to make his debut in this game. He's going to face off against Tommy Patrick Jr., his first at batter. All these runners on base are going to be Escobars. So if any of those come in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count's going to be 0-1. No, checks the sign from duty. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bases loaded. Swing and a miss again.
Ooh,
Count moves to 0-2.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not bad. Coach Breland said we have a very, very good pitching staff this year. And I haven't got to see him in person yet, but I can see why, and I would agree with Coach Breland on that.
Oh, yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
Highly agree.
He's got a good group here. 0-2 pitch. Just outside, and good job by Patrick Jr. to hold up. Home plate ump confers with second base, and they agree that, yes, he did hold his swing. So, count is now 1-2. Alfred Uloa takes the sign. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. Count even at 2-2 now.
2-2.
CMU held scoreless in their last inning in the bottom of I think that's the bottom of the 5th over there. It's hard to see.
Yep, it is. Bottom of the 5th.
Yep.
So we're at the top of the 6th now.
We are. Thank you, sir. 2-2 is our count. 2 outs. Uloa with the pitch. Low again. So started off hot. He had 2 straight swings and misses from Patrick Jr. here, and then he's thrown 3 straight balls. So a little odd there. Thought he was settled in, but we'll see what happens here. Runners are going to be going because it's a 3-2 count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And he got him.
Hey, there you go.
Got him. Painted him with the corner. I thought it was going to be a 7-pitch walk, but good job by Uloa. He got the call, and CMU keeps their lead 15-2.
Beautiful.
Yep. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th. Given something crazy, and Missouri Baptist scoring 13 runs in the 7th. Again, I'm going to knock on wood because I seem to keep thinking these things and I always want to jinx him. But this will be, ideally, in CMU's mind, this will be the final time the Eagle Bats get to go tonight. We'll have to see, though. So Eagle Bats coming up. This is Rachel Moore and Jay Sean Northington here at Central Methodist bringing you the action. We appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with us today. But don't go away. I think you're going to have Jay Sean on the call along with Mr. Phil Fortaleza over at women's basketball tonight.
You will indeed.
You can just hop on over. If you're here in town, hop on over to Puckett. If not, I would just refresh your browser in about probably an hour or so. And
yep, or hop on over to the other side of the couch.
Yep, hop on over to the other side couch, grab some popcorn. We'll have Hart semifinal action for you. CMU women looking to go 30-0 over with a win over Culver Stockton College tonight. Culver with the comes in at the 5 seed. They knocked off number 4 seeded Grandview on the road. So they'll be coming on down. And I assume they're here. It's going to be I think it's going to be a great counter. If it's Friday night, it's basketball. I mean, I don't know what more you can want. Like, I don't know what else you guys are doing. Y'all need to be down here.
Like I said earlier, it gets no better than this.
Yes, it gets no
It's
better
Friday
than this.
night.
Yes.
Call it Friday Night Lights with basketball.
Yes, Friday Night Lights. The lights are not out here yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Hunter Nelson still pitching. And Alan West coming back around. Apologies, guys, on the sniffles. Alan West takes a strike.
You're good, Rich. I'm pretty sure other people can relate.
You think so?
It's the cold weather.
Yeah, cold
Change
weather
of
do
weather.
too. I actually don't mind the cold. Compared to hot weather like the summer, I thrive in the cold. Except when I'm sick, then obviously not. But
you're different.
I'm a fan of the cold. Yeah, I don't know why. Don't ask me. But
I strongly despise the cold. I do not like
is it warm
at
in
all.
Memphis a lot of the times, or no?
It's kind of like here, but it's just way colder here.
Oh, really?
It's way colder
Yeah,
here.
yeah. That makes sense. 0-1. That's going to be I think that's going to be a line out to center.
Oh.
Over the center fielder's head, though, and Duty's going to book it. And we're going to see if he gets his second triple of the day. He's going for it.
And he gets it.
And he slides in, and Logan Duty with a leadoff triple. And this guy is just having a day.
Call him quick feet, too.
Yep. Don't forget that other camera angle, Jay Sean, every now and then. Flip that back so we can see the in-play stuff. But wow. Yeah, it's his second triple of the day, yeah.
Impressive.
Wow. I think if I could just hit a ball like past the infield, it would be a good day. Or just make contact with the ball simply, you know?
Yeah, especially the way these guys are throwing.
Yeah, exactly.
Speed they're throwing. Oh,
Tanner Sears. I don't have a radar gun up here. I think the guys down in front, though, do.
Yeah, they do.
I'll have to ask them for some numbers at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be good.
See who threw the highest.
Yes. Who had the best velocity, best speed, all that good jazz.
Right,
Count now to 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line out to right field, and that's going to be an easy score for Alan West from third, and Tanner Sears going to no-out RBI single to right field, and CMU is going to push their lead to 16-0.
16-2.
See, this is what I get when I'm not paying attention.
You're
I'll
good,
be right.
Rachel. That's why I got your back.
I know. Jay Sean's here to keep me sane, guys.
I got you. You're good. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes.
This is true. You are correct. I think this is Terry Tolliver up to bat. It is.
It is.
He's going to ground into a 4-6 fielder's choice. I was waiting to see what the Missouri Baptist shortstop was going to do, and he said, I'm just going to elect to hold that.
Yep.
And
smartest thing for him. You don't want to lose it.
It is. You don't want to lose. You don't want to, again. This is a good walk-up song by Fitzgerald. 10 out of 10, too. We'll have to debate another time if it's Robbie Merced with the best walk-up or if it's Fitzgerald. Another time, though. Merced really set the tone of the day with his walk-up song.
He does, for sure.
Ball's inside. Count 1-0. Here's pitch.
Ooh.
And Fitzgerald is going to send one. I think that's going to be right at the center fielder, though, and it is just a line out to center. So if you guys keeping your scorebooks at home. And
there's 2 outs.
First base is just going to go back to where they were. And Caden Doan going to make his appearance. I was going to give you a specific number of plate appearances, but I didn't have them off the top of my head, so probably his fourth or fifth. When you score 16 runs, you get a lot of at-bats, so.
Oh, yeah.
So.
You do.
And Doan takes the pitch inside, ball 1. So 1-0 the count, 2 outs. CMU up 16-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Nelson. Doan is going to send one over to left field, and I think that's going to be out of play in the dirt, and it sure is.
It is.
It sure is. So.
You've had quite a few balls go over there.
Yeah. Just depends if you're a righty or a lefty, which way you pull it. So.
You count 1-1. Make it 2-1.
All right, 2-1 is the count. And switch it back over. That's going to be a fly out to left field, but not before CMU gets another run on the board. So CMU pushes their lead over Missouri Baptist to 16-2. We head to the top of the 7th. This will be we'll see who comes out and pitches. I'll be curious. I don't know if it'll be Low or if it'll be someone else to wrap this game up. But this game started around 2:30. We're about 2.5 hours in. We'll be right back. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, we are back for the top of the 7th. Ulloa is going to stay in, see if he can close this game out. At the dish for Missouri Baptist, number 16, Arturo Brito. He's a sophomore second baseman out of Valencia, Venezuela. He's going to see if he can get some time here today. First pitch is going to be a ball. Count is 1-0. Scoreboard says 2-0, but it's 1-0. That's going to be just on the plate for a strike. No, count is 2-1. Excuse me, guys. Again, it's been a long day. We got more coming for you, though. Ulloa with the pitch low and outside. Count moves to 3-1. Here's the pitch. And switch it.
Ooh.
Just Sean, switch that camera. There you go. And that's going to get into left field for a single. Leadoff single to start this inning. And coming up to bat now is Blaine Reese, senior outfielder. Ulloa, here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. Ulloa, second pitch, stays on target. It's a strike.
1-1.
Yep. Third pitch is going to be taken for a ball. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Ulloa. Swing and a miss by Belize, and the count is even at 2-2 now.
Yep, 2-2.
Even count here, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside, and the count's going to move full to 3-2. So not the way you want to start the top of the 7th. Give off a leadoff single, and you're in a little bit of a jam here with a full count at 3-2. See what pitch we got. Oh, winds up. And he's going to send one out to right field, and that's just going to be a simple fly out. And that's going to be the first out of the inning for Missouri Baptist.
Looking good so far.
Not bad. Up to bat now, number 57, Kevin Watkins, freshman utility player out of Baldwin, Missouri. Uloa sets up. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be foul and out of play for first strike of the at-bat. So it counts now 0-1 with one out. Second pitch coming up. Outside and low. Count moves even to 1-1. Hoping we can beat the lights. It's getting a little dark out there.
I hope so too. That would be lovely.
Yeah. See if we can beat the lights. See if we're not working in the dark here. Here's pitch. High and inside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. 1 out. CMU scored runs in the first, second, third, fourth. None in the fifth, but 1 in the sixth to take a 16-2 lead. Missouri Baptist got their 2 runs in the top of the sixth. That ball's going to be hit over to Fitzgerald. He's going to take it to Doan, and that's just going to be a fielder's choice. So a 5-4 fielder's choice? Is that what that is? That is. 5-4 fielder's choice. 2 outs, and this will be Missouri Baptist has 1 out to work with here. They need 14 runs, and they only have 1 out to do it. Or they already have 2 outs, so they got 1 out to work with here. Crazier things have happened, though, so you never know.
They have. I've witnessed last year.
Yes, this is true. Uloa, pitch, swing, and a miss. This is number 38, Andrew Martin. Uloa ahead in the count. Sets up. Van Dorn catching for him now. That's going to be hit over. Good snag, though, by Rasenfoss, and that's going to do it. And CMU comes away after dropping that first game 5-4. CMU comes away and absolutely just puts the hammer down with their bats. They take this second game 16-2 to split it. We'll have 2 more games for you tomorrow, but it's going to be Missouri Baptist and Jamestown. CMU, the baseball program. Let me catch myself. CMU baseball is going to play Jamestown on Sunday. I think those games are 12-2, if not 1 and 3:30ish. So that's going to do it from here, Jay Sean. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. We've got more to do, though. We've got basketball.
I appreciate you, Rachel. Thank you for the opportunity.
No, you're welcome. We've got basketball in 1 hour and 47 minutes, so that's going to do it from here. We're going to get off so we can book it on up to Puckett, make sure we're good. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll have more action for you tomorrow for you MoBap and Jamestown fans, and then we'll have more CMU Eagles baseball on Sunday. Until then, this is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications with Jay Sean Northington.
Yes, ma'am.
You have been listening to CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. We'll catch y'all later.
Have a good one.